You mentioned earlier in your comment about your marketing program here how the faculty drew on the expertise of people in the profession. And that's something that we still do very well here, and that's something that they do in communications. I think that's why our broadcasting majors are so very well received by the business world. But here you are now, president of the Eastern Kentucky University International Alumni Association. And I know something about how that organization works. So you just didn't fall off the cabbage truck yesterday in terms of your work with the alumni, or you wouldn't be in this very important role in which you find yourselves now. So when did you start engaging? What got you engaged with the Alumni Association?
Well, I would have to, it's been several years back, and I would probably say Tanya Crum was probably responsible for me actively getting involved with the Alumni Association itself. I'd been involved with the campus through the fraternity and coming down to the sporting events, but meeting Tanya at KET, and she was involved with the Alumni Association, and said, Ron, you might want to take a look at this. And together we've kind of been on the board together for a number of years now. We would hope that the alumni across this United States and the world would appreciate and be supportive. And probably now more than ever, we definitely need the support of our alumni.
One of our camera persons here, Brandon, is a member of the Student Alumni Ambassadors, which is an outstanding service-oriented student group. Now they have some fun too. You get a bunch of college and university students together. They're gonna socialize and have some fun, but they do a lot. Campus tours. They help us host our guests at as you've seen at football and basketball games. Just so many services that outstanding group does, and we were kind of laughing about the fact that every other year they win the award as the best such group, regionally, nationally. And the reason it's every other year is that the Council for the Advancement and Support of Education that recognizes these groups has a rule that you can't succeed yourselves. So if you can't succeed yourself, we do the next best thing, and our kids win that award every other year, and they've been doing that regularly for a while now.
Yeah. Well, that's something I think we'd be very proud of. Eastern has started very early, getting the students acclimated to what it is to be an alumni, and having the students working with and meeting and interacting with the alumni as they come back for different events on the campus. And that gives them inspiration, that lets the alumni know that see the caliber of students that we have on the campus. The students get to see the caliber of graduates that are out in the marketplace, a chance to network and meet, and it makes a big difference.
We truly lift up and celebrate diversity on this campus, and every time I have an opportunity to speak about diversity, I want to talk about there's two great motivating factors for diversity, and I'm afraid that some people focus almost entirely on the one, and it's an important one, and that's the one that it's the right thing to do. Mm-hmm. But the other thing, and the thing that I really try to lift up and stress, is it is the smart thing. Globalism, internationalism requires that you provide, opportunities to meet with people from other countries, people that don't look like you, people that don't think like you, people whose faith is different than yours, and provide opportunities for travel in this country, for experiences abroad, because if we don't provide that element of diversity in the educational experience of our students, we're going to leave them badly shortchanged in the modern world. And I'm really glad to hear you say that as you come to the campus, it is so visible.
It really is, and that makes you feel good that the institution that you graduated from 30 plus years back is moving forward and is recognizing its place within society, and what it not only has to educate from an academic standpoint, but also the whole person. It's a holistic approach, and the students that are coming from Eastern Kentucky, Western Kentucky, from the hills, from the valleys, from small cities, large cities, different states, different countries. When they get here, it's a melting pot that they can understand and learn from each other and see how they can coexist, because the world they're going to graduate into is going to be a diverse world, and the better they're prepared, as you just mentioned, to do that, and they'll be can be more successful when it's not going to be a cultural shock to them when they go out to. And we've got students that are successful in New York City and California and LA, Texas, Florida. So they're going to large metropolitan areas. Maybe they grew up in Eastern Kentucky University. Eastern Kentucky, part of Eastern Kentucky, and now they're going to be thrust into New York City. Well, they're not going to be surprised at some of the things that they see in here, because they've been able to meet and mingle and study with and have a 4-year journey with some students, as you mentioned, that didn't look like them or the folk that they had back home. And then that makes it, that's a good educational process.
And I think that's an excellent point for us to close with. I have really enjoyed this conversation, and I hope our viewers have enjoyed this segment of EKU Then and Now.
Okay. Well, thank you for the invitation.
Well, thank
again.
you.